fight and anger and bitterness and hate, where did we pick it from? It makes me want to shout. It makes me want to shout. Look at the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Igbo people in Kano or even in Lagos. We are the only people who are not welcoming foreigners. I swear, this is truth. We do not welcome foreigners. We bachie Benin. No, they are coming to take our land. Now, come back, Upano, and develop that your land. No way. Igbo man will go to another person and tell that person that their land is no man's land. But Igbo man will come to their own land and say, no, don't come to this land. You are coming to take our land. Igbo man will be shouting, crying and beating his head and shouting, you are coming to take our land, oh, you are coming to take our land, oh, you are coming to take our farmland, oh, you are coming to, but you already have occupied and you have taken other people's land, bought other people's land. We do, honestly speaking, you need to go and cast away that bitterness, that spirit on an energy of bitterness and hate on foreigners. And when I mean foreigners, it is not even only Hausas and Fulani, including the Yorubas. Including the Yorubas. We have a name for everybody that is not Igbo. We have a name for everybody that is not Igbo. Everybody that is not Igbo, we have a name for them, including the Calabar people.
What to say? Fulani Igbos, you cannot distance yourself from there. They are Fulani Igbos. You know, the Arab Igbos. Likewise, we have Yoruba Arabs. You know, the same ideology of backwardness. That's what is being inside their brain. A lot of people reason different things. This is the first time I'm hearing it ever since in my years of developing a research on I tribe. I mean I, you know what I mean by I? Igbo is I now, Igbo, that's I tribe, you know. They go and take all the nations around the world that starts with I, including Israel. Go and do the research very well. Maybe it will be of somehow benefit to this Arab Igbo man, because I've never seen it before. I can tell you the genesis. That before 1953, Igbos are nowhere. They were majorly in the entire part of the north. That what it means is that the Igbos have started dying in the north as early as 19th century. As early as 19th century. Even before the independence of Nigeria was achieved, the Igbos have started dying in the north. And what is the reason of the killing? That's what I want to ask. Before all these things started coming up, when would we start having all these things already on ground? That was immediately after the war, when hate was being transferred to an Igbo man. In major sectors of this economy called Nigeria, of this contraption called Nigeria, don't forget that Nigeria also has a clause in its independence amalgamation agreement that after 100 years, you are free to go your separate way. Somebody else did it. You will not say that it's a Igbo man. Secondly, when they were negotiating Africa and West Africa, and of course Nigeria, no Igbo man was consulted. The records are there. Majority of them are the Fulanis. The British contacted the Fulanis and a few Yoruba ethnic chiefs as at that time. If you look at the list of that arrangement, Igbo man was not there to represent in that committee that led to the amalgamation and subsequently the naming of Nigeria. You see, in this kind of situation, you know, you look at those people, you know, as Arab Igbos, jihadist Igbos, enemy of their own identity. Let me give you a rundown. Does he understand the era of the Nok Empire? Does he understand the era of the Benin Empire? We are there states like that. who were the Igbos. Were Igbos calling names? You cannot take people that the record and divinity has shown over the time that they are adventurous. You know what I mean? They are adventurous. They are mobile people. The mobility of their existence, like mobility, lies in their existence. It's not everybody. Go to Israel, you can hardly see an Israeli, Jewish Israeli, presently now, going anywhere around the world. That era has gone. Anywhere you are now, come back to the state of Israel. But there was an era that was predicted in the Bible that they are scattered all over the world. There was also an era where they will definitely come back. So in the quest to gather information and knowledge, you need to migrate. And migration comes with existence. It comes with political and social existence. It comes with its own threats too. I've never seen anywhere in the history of Nigeria where an Igbo man refused to sell land to anybody in Nigeria that wants to buy. If you don't have money, you can't buy a property. It tells you that Igbos have moved from the ashes of Nigeria Biafra war to wealth. They have the money. They can buy anything. If other tribes have money, let them go and buy. Now, by coming like, God forbid this man for saying that. We did not live like the Awasas that value nothing, even death. We are people who have come to showcase the grace and the abundance that is connected to the creator of heaven and earth. God did not create only air and water. God created so many other things, including animals, human beings, and trees. God is dynamic. We can't expect people who come from that lineage to be static, to be rigid, to be unflexible. Let me tell you, in America, I told you, they have 13 colonies. Where do those people come from? They come from different parts of the world. And remember, there was a time Africa ruled India for more than 15 years. This Africa we are talking about. Were they able to rule India for 15,000 years without moving up and down? Do you know that after the war, there was nothing left for an Igbo man? The Igbo children, who were highly shackled as at that time, was going from one place to another. And they called them Nyamiri. You know the meaning of Nyamiri? Nyamiri is a translation of mockery of the suffering of the Igbo people during the war. Nyamiri means give me water. Do you understand what I mean? And today, you do not need to feel any pain if somebody calls you Nyamiri. Why would you feel pain? You don't need to feel any pain. Somebody calls you Nyamiri. Yes, it comes with the consequences of that war, the starvation policies of that war. They call Igbo Nyamiri. Say Igbo don't carry knife, go kill anybody. Does that stop Igbos from prospering? Does that stop Igbos from advancing? Boss, as I put me anywhere, any day, let a Yoruba man bring 100 billion. I will show him a property he's going to develop in the East. $100 billion. I'll take you to where you are going to buy properties and develop. Akwanye Diego na Zana. Akwanye Tenubi. Akwanye Tinaka. Igbo man is the only race in Africa that is associated to Ebe Berugo Bere. I am using this language so that you'll be able to send it to him to listen. There's no tribe in Africa There's not that wear this black skin that had that ideology of national peace and tranquility among towns and clans or communities. That people should live together in existence. And the consequences of threat is when you see that Igbo man has a beast in him. No, I want you to understand. I'm giving you Nigeria stuff as a factor. In Nigeria here, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, I can tell you the components that made up Lagos. We have the Ghanaians, we have the Igbos, we have the Benis, we have the Sierra Leoneans, we have the Gambia. All these people are the people that made up what Lagos is today. Lagos is called Korama, Lago, Karamo. Lago, Koramo. You understand what I mean? A Portuguese name.
Lago Koramo. Lago.
Do you understand what I mean? Until we begin to have, generational migration of different nationalities forming Lagos. About Macaulay you are talking about, go and look at his identity. Some of these people that came from Sierra Leone, the Oyimbo Aziz of Lagos, was the earliest mobility settlement of the entire Igbo kingdom. Under the Benin Empire, nobody should deceive anybody. So, even in this Lagos now, the Ghanaians have their own community. Founded by the Ghanaians, founded by the Sierra Leoneans, founded by the Benin. How many nationalities have I called now? These are components. So are you telling me that it is even advisable for you? Even the Bible said, leave your father and your mother and move. Abraham did obey God by leaving his father and he became a great man. So any Igbo man that sits in one corner of his house and start telling you that Igbo does not do this, does not do that, and want this to be done to them. Have you heard in the history of Nigeria that Igbo man in Lagos has risen his hand against a Yoruba man and Hausa man? I'm asking you. No, check. If I'm telling you, check. Or have you seen in a place that a Yoruba man and Hausa man want to buy property in Igbo land and he's been denied? If you have money, you buy. If you don't have, you cannot buy. How much are they selling property in Lagos State? 1 billion, 2 billion. You see properties. You see land, one plot of land running into 500 million. It's not something you buy with watermelon money. It's not something where you buy with what is it called? Granite and biscuit money. You expand their horizon. You give their brain that medulla oblongata. You tax it to come up alive and give you what you want. Woman tax knowledge every day. So we have not seen it happen anywhere. I've not seen it. I better go better. In case you be better. Yeah, my ogebuya was here born baby. That is the culture that has to do with Igbo man any day, any day. If you say this place is not, I should not sit down here. And show me a place where I go sit down now. As simple as that. Are you the owner of this world? You're not the owner of this world. But we have indigenous people in every community. There's no race in this world that does not have a seed of indigenous location. Then migration, mobility become the consequences of necessity of human beings. Human beings need. Are you not seeing people moving around? They would have locked their doors and stay inside their houses. Only near this guy does not know what he's talking about. Everybody has left their respective homes. That is mobility. And he said that somebody should lock himself inside that. On the process of that movement journey, you will discover grace You discover wealth, you discover knowledge. Now, I'm a book of this guy there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I tell you that we have Arab Igbos and Islamic Igbos, these are the consequences of what they can put to the public. And thank God, like what Jojo Kocha normally do when he found himself in a football pitch. Every threat coming from every angle. Agabacha has say ha egu Ejuwaya Bajira has goal. Neat.
So that man is trying to confuse
The confusion is based on his myopic orientation where he's coming from. So, just like how the Igbo man become the first military head of state in Sierra Leone. This Sierra Leone you're saying, Igbo man become the first military head of state. Igbo man become the first civilian president of Sierra Leone. Go to Gambia, go to some other countries. Igbos is already here in the 15th century in Lagos. The Awaris are there. The empire, the North Empire, controlled by the Benin, they were also here. The Sierra Leoneans, we are also here. The Ghanaians, the Gambia. These are nationalities as a result of human migration and mobility. Then how would you rule that out? That even the white men said that Lagos acquired a single status. Listen, he said if he doesn't understand the concept of no man's land, let me give you the concept of no man's land. Maybe that will add value to his reasoning and philosophy about what he's trying to interpret that he does not actually know. There's a man, the first speaker, the political speaker of the Federal House of Assembly is Jaja Nwachukwu. Are you listening to me? Jaja Nwachukwu was the speaker as at that time when Lagos State was a single status that has not been incorporated into the South and the North Protectorate. It was a colony. That's why you say North, South, and Lagos colony. That's what the Oyibo man put it. They put and Lagos colony. So it becomes the administrative quarters of both North and the South having independent status. Now what for that guy? Then he made that statement based that Lagos, no man's land, nobody should lay seed on this motherland because it belongs to what? Everybody. Do you know the meaning of Africa? Africa, the meaning of Africa.
Educate us on that.
And how Africa came. That will be another topic because let us handle this for now. So, Jaja Nwachukwu made that statement because of nationalism within that context. People to come and feel free. But subsequently, the Yorubas now went to court in England and petitioned the British government that they should incorporate Lagos through the court to join Southwest. Because we know those stories. We are not in there. But the Yorubas made a move. Then that was the former capital of Nigeria, where several resources was brought in, and on that process, that identity of Lagos, whatever, started coming. So you don't tell a man, even God is against it. You don't tell a man to stay in one place. You automatically turn that man to a coward. Nothing stopped the Yorubas and Hausa from migrating to anywhere they God, try them now, whether it is. It takes courage and pray. No, what for you? Bros, Igbo, we don't want to reactivate it. Let everybody live in peace. Iwe the Igbo. We started picking nylon after the war. Igbo. Let them stop all those kind of rhetoric, fanatical statements, either by commission or by omission. Because we know the identity of even watching. Yes, they're not. But go to the so-called Biafra land. We have people that doesn't hear Igbo there. That does not mean they are not Biafrans. I say America as a nation has 13 colonies. Each colony is bigger than Nigeria. The one that came from India is in one place. The ones that came from France, they are in one place. The one that came from Germany, they are in one place. Forming 13 colonies. Until one man led them against the British Empire, and that is George Washington. So it's a fact, and we must understand it. That telling an Igbo man to stay in one place is just like telling God that he should not create only the breeze and leave the rest. You know what I mean? Create only the air, no sky, no water, no human being, no ant. No, for that guy, that guy, I never told you that there are Arab Igbos and we'll cure them of that sickness.